Hey guys, I'm here with another one. I'm working, but man, the work I do, if the things I have to deliver get too wet, I'm in trouble, because I don't have a car that I use my bike, but I have a good bike, so it's no problem. But anyway, guys, in this video you will see them passing a lot, and you have to look also at these things uh, from a certain perspective. This is a place where you can stall your bikes, as you can see. This is a shopping grocery store. We have in the Netherlands a popular one. But I'm standing here, guys. So this is normal that they will pass by because their bicycle is here. So also don't exaggerate with the gang stalking stuff because they have a right and reason to be here, guys. Normally when I complain about it, it's when I'm all the way isolated somewhere and they keep going back and forth. Then now I'm thinking, hey, this is not organic, but this is normal. They have just as much right as you to park their bicycle here, so I cannot say nothing. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the couples thing, guys, and I wanted to tell you guys, I really needed to do a part 2 about this because I've been telling you, try to sometimes look further than only the emotional stuff and trying to look at it as this entity is trying to punish me for, this entity is trying to punish me by via mental torture. It goes further than that, guys. Even those two you see together, it's a luge farm. Look, haven't you learned from the Chris Benoit situation? He killed his children and his wife. Guys, imagine having to come home every day after already being loosed at your job, 8 to 9 hours. You come home and you still have to give multiple people attention. You get almost no rest. It stresses you out sometimes, And this is the thing. Things are expensive. People have bills to pay. It's only gonna get worse, especially if you live in America. It's gonna get worse. So it all adds up, guys. So now you look at it at this. Beyond the hugging and them having intercourse, I have to watch my language here because we also have children walking here. But they're doing those things, guys. Trying to look at past that. Yes, they're having sex. They're kissing in front of you. They're almost having sex in front of you. Yes, they do that to work on your self-esteem. But at the same time, you don't have those setbacks. Like sometimes it's a little bit boring. I go home, and you might sometimes feel alone because it's normal. I'm a human being. That might be the frustrating part. But look at it like this. Other than that, if you tomorrow you want to go to like Spain or Ukraine or whatever, you can go there without no setbacks because you don't have to talk to anyone or ask permission. But now when you're married and you have all those things, now we're talking a different thing because now you have to constantly talk. Hey, do you think this is okay? You have more things holding you back, keeping you back. Holding you back is the word. So it's a plus and minus with everything. With everything you're going to have an advantage and a disadvantage. So think about it, guys. You're being loosed off, even as a couple. Because listen, you're going to have fights, you're going to have disagreements, you are going to have those things. So the only thing that it's going to be flawless, that you have to be naive if you think like that. You have to look broader, Before I used to also get irritated about it, but you have to look broader, You have to look further. At least you have some type of peace, some type of rest when you come. When I come at home, nobody's waiting for me. I have multiple rooms, but here it comes. Sometimes it can feel lonely because, guys, we are social creatures. And lately I've been finding myself, I'm keeping it very real. I don't care if you use it against me. If you are sold like me, you would never use this against me because then you know what we're going through. If you are so petty that you're going to store this video up to use it later against me, that shows me you're not an sold human. So I don't care. I'm an open book. I don't give a crap. I don't tell you where I work and my name and address, but other than that, you can know anything you want. I have no secrets. Sometimes it feels lonely, guys, and I think that those feelings are actually normal if you have a soul. Only an android that doesn't feel a damn thing, but a real human feels. So, if you think about it from that perspective, guys, you will start to understand not everything looks how it seems. And you're only seeing a fragment when you're outside, at the bus stop or whatever. You don't see them when they argue. You don't see them when they, maybe stab each other. I used to play basketball with a girl. She was half Dutch, half Caribbean. She had a Caribbean boyfriend, and they got into it so many times. He used to beat her up. One day she snapped. She went to the drawer of the kitchen and stabbed this guy to death. This guy was maybe barely 30. I think 29 at the time. He would have been 33, something like that. And now she has to face 7 years in jail. And mind you, in the Netherlands, they're quite generous, because there, where you guys live, States, she would be, I think, 12 years or life sometimes. Yeah. So you have to look at it further. You know, look beyond. You know, don't look at it narrow. Look at it in a broad way. You have to look at it in that matter. You know what I mean? So this is how I think about it now. And trust me, guys, when I tell you, been there, done that. We all know how a woman's downside looks. Because I'm heterosexual, I'm only going to talk about a woman, of course. We all had that thing. I cannot use the words here. So it's nothing special. But that comes a time that won't compensate for all the fights you guys are having. Trust me, intercourse isn't the only thing. If that woman is a devil, comes a time you will get fed up with her, even though you get that thing downstairs. So don't look at it in such a primitive way that you only focus on that and the hugging and the kissing. It's not only that. Plus, most of the times when you see this couple, you can see that they are tired because they're being loosed off. They're both losing each other. It's not genuine. Guys, nothing in this place is to guarantee you happiness and long-lasting happiness and how should I say it? Having an edge on this place. It's there to let me keep it nice, to F you up. You know? Come on, you should realize it by now. So this is what I mean when I say that to you guys. Is that look at it further than just the. You know, look at it further, beyond. You have to look at it beyond. You have to see what lies beneath it further. That being said, guys, not everything is what it seems. Be at peace.